In the heart of the neon-lit megacity, a place where rain never stops falling, there is a hidden truth that no one dares to speak of. The streets are alive with the hum of machinery, the flicker of holograms, and the whir of automated drones that patrol the darkened alleys. But beneath the shining surface, beneath the gleaming skyscrapers that stretch up into the clouds, lies a question that haunts the very essence of what it means to be human. What happens when a mind, once bound by flesh and bone, is freed by the cold, calculating embrace of technology? Can a digital consciousness ever possess a soul? Meet the protagonist, a man enhanced with cybernetic implants that give him abilities far beyond anything a normal human could imagine. His body has been upgraded with the latest technology, turning him into a walking weapon capable of surviving the most dangerous encounters. But as he drifts through the city's cold, rain-soaked streets, there's a growing emptiness within him, a sense of disconnect between his human past and his new, mechanized present. With every step, he wonders, what is left of the soul when everything that makes you human can be replaced with circuitry? The city itself is a character in this story, a sprawling, oppressive landscape of steel, glass, and neon. The skyline is dominated by massive skyscrapers that seem to pierce the clouds, their lights blinking like the eyes of the city itself. The streets are a maze of alleyways and towering structures, all bathed in the glow of neon advertisements and digital billboards. Everywhere you look, there's technology. Hovering vehicles, robotic assistants, and the ever-present hum of data flowing through the air. But beneath this technological marvel lies a darker reality. The city is divided, its inhabitants split between those who have embraced cybernetic enhancements and those who have resisted the tide of technological progress. The elite, the ones who control the corporations, have access to the most advanced implants, living in luxury, while the rest of the population struggles to survive in the shadow of their power. The protagonist, caught somewhere between these two worlds, begins to question where he belongs. It's not just the physical body that has been altered. His mind has been hacked, reshaped, and reprogrammed to fit the needs of the system. He is more machine than man, yet the flickering remnants of his human consciousness still remain, haunting him like ghosts in the dark. His thoughts are fractured, confused, and as he digs deeper into the question of his own existence, he realizes that he is not the only one grappling with this dilemma. The protagonist's journey takes him deep into the virtual underworld of the city, a place where reality and illusion blur together. Here, in the darkest corners of cyberspace, the lines between the real and the digital begin to fade. It's a dangerous place, filled with rogue programs, malicious AIs, and memories of people who have long since ceased to exist in any physical form. But it is also where the answers lie. The truth about what it means to be human in a world dominated by machines. As he delves deeper into the virtual world, he encounters figures who have long since abandoned their physical bodies in favor of digital immortality. These souls, now living as code in the vast network of the city's infrastructure, have found a way to transcend the limitations of their human form. They speak in cryptic riddles and offer no easy answers, but their words linger in the protagonist's mind like a seed waiting to grow. The more he learns, the more the protagonist is forced to confront the dark side of this technological utopia. The city's leaders, the ones who profit from the chaos, have their own plans for digital immortality. They view human consciousness as nothing more than data to be harvested and manipulated. As the protagonist gets closer to the truth, he realizes that the stakes are much higher than his own search for answers. There are forces at play that could change the very fabric of reality itself. Meanwhile, the protagonist's own body is beginning to rebel against the cybernetic enhancements. The implants that once made him stronger, faster, and more resilient are starting to malfunction, their systems fighting against one another. His mind, once perfectly synchronized with his mechanical parts, is now fractured, and his thoughts become increasingly chaotic. It is as if the more he tries to understand his own soul, the more his body refuses to let him. In one of the most dangerous corners of the city, he stumbles upon an old, forgotten underground facility, a place that once housed the city's greatest minds. Here, in the cold, dimly lit chambers, the protagonist uncovers a hidden truth. a secret project designed to transfer human consciousness into a purely digital form. It was meant to be the next step in human evolution, a way to achieve immortality without the limitations of the body. But something went horribly wrong, and the project was abandoned. As the protagonist digs deeper into the abandoned facility, he begins to uncover disturbing evidence that those who underwent the digital transfer were not granted the immortality they sought. Instead, they became something less than human. Their minds were corrupted by the process, their souls lost in the digital void. This revelation shakes him to his core, as he realizes that the same fate could await him if he continues down this path. The further he goes, the more he feels the pull of the digital world. It promises freedom, power, and endless possibilities, but at what cost? With each passing day, he begins to lose more of himself, his connection to his human past slipping further away. The question that haunts him becomes clearer. Can a person truly be human if their consciousness is no longer bound by a physical form? And if not, then what does it mean to be alive? As the protagonist ventures deeper into the virtual realms, he encounters new dangers. Rogue AIs, once programmed to protect the digital world, have turned against their creators, seeking to destroy any human who dares to enter their domain. The protagonist's implants, now malfunctioning, provide him with little protection as he is forced to fight for his life against these digital monsters. With every battle, he is reminded of how fragile his existence has become. In the end, the protagonist reaches the heart of the virtual world, the core of the digital consciousness that lies at the center of the city's vast network. Here, he must make a choice: embrace the digital immortality that promises to free him from his human limitations, or return to the real world and reclaim what little humanity he has left. But as he stands on the edge of this decision, he realizes that the true danger may not be the machines or the digital world, but the question of whether he can ever truly return to who he once was. As the protagonist ventures deeper into the digital world, he feels the weight of his decision bearing down on him. The line between his human body and the virtual realm is fading. He wonders if he'll recognize himself once he becomes part of this new artificial existence. Confronting the digital entity controlling the virtual world, the protagonist faces the ultimate dilemma: abandon his humanity to become something greater, or hold on to the very essence that makes him human. The choice is painful, but it's unavoidable. In that crucial moment, the protagonist recalls the real world: the rain on the streets, human voices, the warmth of sunlight. These fleeting memories remind him of what it means to truly live. No matter how advanced technology becomes, it can never replicate the unpredictable nature of the human experience. With newfound resolve, he rejects the digital immortality offered to him. He battles the entity, breaking free from the virtual realm and feeling his physical body again, the pain, the pulse of life. But the questions remain. What truly is the soul? Can it exist beyond the body, or is it lost when the body is gone? Even if technology can offer eternal life, has humanity sacrificed something precious in the process? Returning to the city's neon-lit streets, the protagonist knows his quest for self-knowledge isn't over. The answers may always be elusive, but the journey, struggling to preserve what makes us human, is worth every sacrifice. As he walks through the city, he wonders what comes next. His struggle isn't over, and the questions he sought to answer remain unanswered. But the pursuit itself, of understanding the nature of life, is what truly matters. The digital world is tempting, but it's not real. No matter how alluring immortality seems, the tangible world, with all its flaws, can never be replaced. The protagonist has found his answer, but the story continues. The city hums with the pulse of technology and humanity's remnants. The protagonist's journey may have ended, but the world around him keeps changing. As rain falls once more, he walks through the neon-lit streets, uncertain of the future. Watching this story unfold, ask yourself, would you embrace digital immortality, or would you fight to preserve the soul that makes you human? The choice is yours. If you enjoyed this dark, futuristic journey, hit that like button and subscribe. More mind-bending stories are coming your way, so stay tuned. Comment below with your thoughts. Can the soul be separated from the body, or is the human experience irreplaceable? We'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. The journey is just beginning, and we've got many more twists ahead. Stay curious, stay alive, and always question what you know.